got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Pickens going in motion left. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gregory. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Steelers at 4 and 5, a game under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the 3rd down throw
incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they started the drive back to pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Get home, boys. We got this.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 34 yards there. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. That's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he's...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here. And they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Lance. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Gibbs straight ahead. There he goes left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be
be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 2. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop for 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lions 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, no matter if they throw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gregory. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll set up a throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This take it in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford, and hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Open man right side is St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Again, it's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Gregory. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Gregory, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 66 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Here's Lance.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he will have the first down. And that is not officially going to end it, but they'll be able to take the clock way down from here.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They will find Winslow on the left side complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown! George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down now, it's Gregory. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Steelers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.